Hi everybody, this is Book Looms. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be making Meg from the Disney movie Hercules. Meg is one of my favorite characters from the movie. I love how sassy she is. She's so awesome. So I really wanted to make a Rainbow Loom doll of Meg. The colors you will need, well, the first thing you'll need today is your Rainbow Loom. You will also need your Rainbow Loom hook and a holding hook. The colors you will need today are brown for Meg's hair, a skin color for her skin. You'll need 2 little pony beads. If you want, you could use another shade of brown for the buttons on her dress. And then you'll need at least 1 shade of purple. And I'll be using the Rainbow Loom purple and the Rainbow Loom brown for my doll today. And you'll also need a shade of brown for her little shoes. So let's begin by making Meg's hair. So I'm going to be using a large crochet hook for my holding hook. So I'm just going to do the hair on the holding hook. The hair is made up of a couple different parts. So the first part we're going to make is we are going to make the little bump part of her hair like this. And this isn't the one we'll be using. I just wanted to make another one just to show you what yours should look like. So we're going to be using our regular Rainbow Loom brown bands. And what we're going to do is we'll have our hook. We'll take one band, wrap it around 3 times around our hook like this. And now what we'll do is we'll take 2 more bands and we are going to slide these 2 bands over so we make our little loop like this. And now we're going to take 2 more sets of bands. So this is our first set of bands and we're just going to pull these bands over this. So just pull this over like this. And now we'll take 1 more set of brown bands over just like this. And now what we can do is we can take double brown bands and we're going to pull these brown bands through everything. Just like this. So we have something that looks like this. And now we want to take 2 more sets of brown bands and we want to pull just these 2 loops right here over. So this is 1 and now just 1 more loop, 1 more, and this is 2. And now what we'll do is we'll take another set of double brown bands and we'll pull it through everything. Just like this. And now if we turn our hook this way, we get that little bump shape that Meg has at the top of her head. And if we line it up like this, this is what they both will look like. Now we will make this little part of Meg's hair, the little bottom part, at the end of the video. So right now I just want to make these strands of hair right here. So in order to do this, we're going to need our loom and we'll need our brown bands again. So what we're going to do is we are going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. We are going to make a set of 4, a chain of 4, excuse me, I'm sorry, a chain of 4. So we're going to be taking double brown bands of the same color that you used for the hair, and we are going to be placing them on our loom like this, just 2 bands, just like this. And now we'll need our hook and we'll need our other brown bands. So what we'll do is we will take our hook, place it through, and this, we're just going to pull this over. So this is 2, and now we can take this off of our loom. So we have something that looks like this. And now what we want to do is we want to grab 2 more brown bands. we'll pull this set over here, and now we will pull this through to make another slip knot, and now one more. So we'll take this, and we'll pull it just like this, and we want to have 3 strands just like this. Now we'll take another set of double brown bands, we'll place them on our loom. We will take 2 more brown bands, we'll pull them through, make a slip knot, and we can either take it off the loom or we could keep making our slip knots like this until we have 4. So I have 3 right now, so I'm going to make 1 more. Just like this. So we have 4 strands, and this was our second one, so now we'll make 1 more. And you can make as many of these as you wish, but I'll just make 3 because that's what I did for my original doll. So double brown bands on our loom again. We will take 2 more brown. Pull them through. We'll take this off of our loom like this, and now we'll add 2 more sets. So this is 1 more set, just like this, and now another one. Just like this. And we can just stretch it out a little bit, and if you need to, you could just pull it through. So we have something that looks like this, and now we should have made our 3 little hair strands and our other hair piece. So what we'll do is we are going to take double brown bands, and we'll just place our little hair strands like this. So just to keep them together. Now the next thing we're going to want to do is we are going to want to make Meg's arms. So for Meg's arms, we will just be using our skin color bands. So let me get those. And the arms are going to be 4 pegs long. So we're using double bands. And all that means is that we're just placing 2 bands on our pegs at a time. This is our 4th set, just like this. And now we want to repeat the same on the other side. So now that we have both of our sets on our loom like this, what we're going to want to do is we are going to want to place the little capping bands on. So what that means is that we are going to take a single skin color band, wrap it around 4 times on either peg. So then, when we're done with that, we'll have something that looks like this. And now all we have to do is simply loop forwards. And those will be Meg's arms. So we'll reach in through the capping band. And we want to go for both of those bands. So you always want to look for your little teardrop shape. Just like this. And now, on the other side, we want to repeat the same thing. Just like this. So now we'll take our holding hook and we'll simply take the arms off of the loom. So here's one arm, and we'll just stretch it out if you need to. And now the other arm. And we have both of our arms that look just like this. So now one more thing that we can make before we start working on our loom is we will make Meg's feet. So we'll just lay down double skin color bands on either side. And then I'm using the Persian brown bands for her shoes and buttons, but if you only have one shade of brown, that's fine. I'm going to lay down double Persian brown here and another set of double Persian brown here. So now what we'll do is we are going to take our brown band or whatever color you're using for our shoes, and we'll wrap that around 4 times again. If you're using the Rainbow Loom bands, you should be able to get around 4 or 5 times. So just like this. And now what we'll do is we will go in with our hook and just the same exact thing as the arms. We'll just loop forwards. And this will be easier than the original way that I did it. So just like this. And now we can place this with our arms on our holding hook. So now we'll have the feet that look like this. Alright, so we have made all of the parts off of the loom that we need to make off of our Rainbow Loom. So we will start working on Meg's body. So we'll make the body first and then we'll attach the head. You will want to have your skin color bands and your purple bands for this part, and you'll also want to have a couple of brown bands handy. So for this whole entire part of the project, we'll be using double bands at all times unless I say otherwise. So what we'll do is we're just taking our skin color bands and we're placing them on our loom. Just like this. So now, the first set of bands we lay, the first set of purple bands, the first set of purple bands we lay are going to have the brown bands attached to them. So we'll take one single brown band, we'll wrap it around our hook 3 times, like this, and then we'll take double purple bands, and we will slide this onto the purple band, the brown band onto the purple brown. So then we have something that looks like this, and we are going to want to take that and place it on a diagonal, just like this. And now we'll do the same on the other side. So we're going to take a single brown, wrap it around our hook 3 times like this, take double purple bands, like this, pull them over, and we are going to want that to be on the other diagonal, right here. And now for the next part of our doll, all we'll do is place regular purple bands, and those will not have a brown band attached to it. So just like this. Now what we'll do is we'll place double purple bands on the right side and then on the left, just like this. Now we'll repeat the same thing. So we are going to want, actually for this one, excuse me, I'm sorry, we are going to be using, if you have another shade of purple, I have these purple glittery bands here. This is totally optional. You don't have to do this. Just to give it a little more color, we're going to be using the purple glittery bands. But if you just have one shade of purple, that is awesome, and you will be fine. It's not like it will make that much of a difference. So we're just taking the glittery bands, if you have them, and we are placing them, we're doing the same kind of pattern. And now I need one more. Just like this. And now we'll go back to our regular purple. So what we'll do is we're going out from the right and now to the left and now to the center, just like this. And now we're going down the sides like this. And now we'll continue. We will have one more set like this. So we are going to do our little V shape again. So what we'll do, to the right, to the left, and now to the center. And now we're going down the right and down the left, just like this. So you have something that looks like this. And now what we'll do is we are going to use our glitter bands one more time. So now we're working with our glitter bands again, if you have them. And we're just going our same little pattern that we've been doing. So to the right, to the left, to the center, and now down the sides. And now up next is our easy part of our project. So we did our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We did our 5 little rows for the top of the dress. And now for the bottom of the dress, we're going to do another 5, but this is just going to be straight down our loom. We will not do our little pattern. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going all the way to the bottom of our loom, which is why I had us make our little extension before we began. And now we're just going to fill in the other 2 spaces with our doubled purple bands. So this is what our loom will look like once you place on all of the bands, just like this. And now before we begin looping, we have to place on our feet, our arms, and our extensions. So what we'll do first is we are going to take double purple bands, And we are going to place them across our pegs like this, and we'll push them down, and then we'll put a foot on either side. So you'll just take the foot off of the hook, and you'll place one here and the other one on the left side. So basically just like this. Oopsies, I'm sorry. Just like this. And now we are going to do the same with the arms. All we'll do is we are going to place one arm on the right side and another arm on the left. And now we can start our little capping bands. So the first set of capping bands are going to be all doubled over bands. So that means we'll just take our hook, loop it over once like this. We'll take it off the hook, and that's how we'll put it on the loom, doubled over itself. So that means that we'll have one doubled over band here, and then you can also double over a band by going like this. So another doubled over band here. Now we're on our third, so another one here, another one here, oops, another one here, and now for the rest of our project we'll be using double 2 at once bands. So that means that 2 are here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and then we are going to place 2 purple bands here, and then we already placed 2 here. So now we can actually start looping our Meg doll. So what we're going to do is we are going to go in first through all these bands, and we're always looking for the teardrop shape. For the one in the middle, we can just pull it up over this, just like this. Actually, you know what, we're going to go through this one first. So we'll just go through. Just like this. And now in the middle, all we'll do is take this band and we can pull these up like this. So we get our teardrop shape. And now I'll zoom in for you. So now we can continue looping our Meg. So we are the only thing that's different that we're going to do is we're just going to reach in and we're going to continue looping up so that we get the teardrop shape. Like this. And we will continue looping. Just like this, and we'll continue doing it like this for one more row. Just like this. So from the bottom to the top, well, not the top where we've been so far, your loom should look like this. And now we're going to start by doing something else. So we're going to want to start in our middle peg where our glittery bands are if you place them. And we're going to want to pull this back, the capping band back. Now, our first 2 bands will be pulled forward. Our next 2 bands will be pulled to the left, and our other 2 bands will be pulled to the right, just like this. So we have this type of shape. Now we're going to want to go in to the sides and loop forward. And we'll do the same on the next peg. So we want to get our middle bands first, and they're always going to the center. Now the next set should be going to the left, and the next set to the right. Now we'll go in through all these bands to the left, and once again we'll go in through all the bands to the right. So just like this, and we'll continue doing this. So what we're going to do, we'll go to the middle, top 2 are forwards, next 2 to the left side, next 2 to the right side. We'll go to the left side, and now we'll go to the right side. So just like this. And if you need me to slow down, you can just pause the video, or you could ask in the comments. Oops. So now, once again, top 2 to the center, next 2 will be going to the left, next 2 to the right, and now down the left side, and now down the right side, just like this. Next, we have one more set of purple to do this like. Now the next set will have our button band on it. So this will go to the right. Now we'll go to the left. And now we want to go through all the bands so that we can attach this to the arms. So we'll go down to the left and pull forwards, down to the right and pull forwards. Now we can loop forwards here, and now we'll reach in through the arm and we'll pull up these bands, and you can just take them like this. And now we'll reach in through the other arm, through all these bands, and we want to get the skin color ones, just like this. Now we'll loop forwards. And here we have Meg's body. So what we want to do is we want to take all of these bands off of our loom, but we want to make sure that these 2 bands are secure. So what we can do is we can just slowly take this off of the loom, but we want to make sure that this is secure. So we have just taken Meg's body off of the Rainbow Loom, and this is what it will look like. So you can just transfer the body onto your holding hook. Right now we're going to make her face, and then we are going to attach the body to the face. So for the face, you'll need your brown bands, your skin color bands, and you will also need your little band with your 2 pony beads slid onto it. Please have your loom in the staggered position. We'll be using double brown bands at a time. So we'll place double brown from here to here, double brown here, and now 2 more sets of brown going down our Rainbow Loom. Now we'll switch over to our skin color. And now 3 sets of skin color bands going down. Just like this. Now what we'll do is we will place our eye band on, and we can go forwards, pull it forwards like this, and now we will work with our hair piece and our hair extension. So the first thing you'll want is the little chain of hair extension that we made with the 3 little strands of hair. You will want this one. So what we'll do is we will just, actually, you know what? We're going to put the other piece on first. The first piece we will put on is our little hair extension like this. So what you'll want to do is hold it apart like this, and it's important to get this on the right way because you want it to face the right way. So we're going to place one end here and the other one here. So in order to see what this looks like, your one piece is from the top peg to this peg, and it's facing this way. Now that we have our one hair piece placed on, we'll want to place the other one on. So you're just going to take your hair piece like this, and you're going to attach it to the very top peg. And this is like my Regina doll, if you have made that. So just like this. And you can just stretch it out a little bit, and the hair will be fine. So this is what our Meg doll will look like right now. And now we'll want to attach the body. So the body, when we take it off of the loom, originally this was the side that was facing toward us. But we want to use the other side because our little buttons are here, and it just overall looks better. So we'll just take it off gently, and we will attach it right here to the bottom, just like this. And now we can start looming. So we attached our head to our body, and now we want to start looming. So what we'll do is, what we were going to do is we want to pull the body back, and we want to grab the first bands. So the first bands are going forwards, and we just want to make sure everything stays like this. And now our next bands will be to the side, and now to the other side. Just like this. Now we will just continue looping. Forwards. Just like this. And we will pull this band forward. And now we'll reach under, pull this one forward, and we can pull our little hair extension out like this. And now all that's left to do is we pull these bands into the center, and now these bands into the center. And now what we can do is we're going to grab another brown band, and we'll make a slip knot through everything. So what we'll do is we'll go in with our hook through absolutely everything, and it's a little hard to see. We want to grab a single brown band and we want to pull it up and we want to pull it through everything. So I have my brown band on my hook. I pulled it through everything and I have it on my hook like this. So all I'm going to do is pull it over and I'm going to make a slip knot. And now once you make sure that everything is underneath that brown band, you can take your doll off of the Rainbow Loom. So this is what your Meg doll will look like once you take her off of the loom. She might look a little funky right now, but we're going to fix her up. And we're also going to add our last hair extension. So what we're going to do first is we're going to hide this band. So we're just going to go in through the back of our doll, go in through these bands, and all we'll do is just pull this band through so that it's hidden. We'll want to pop the eyes through like this so that they look like this. And we'll pull out the hair extension a little bit. Now what we can do for our hair is we can take a glitter purple band and we'll just tie it around our hair so that it looks like Meg's hair is in a ponytail, like it is in the movie. And you can tie it around as many times as you want. So I just tied mine around and this is what it looks like. So we'll just pull out our hair extension a little bit. And now what we can do is make our last and final hair extension for our Meg doll. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a single band and we're going to place it on the hook and we're just going to keep twisting it around our hook like this. And we're going to place this back on the hook. So just like this. So we have something that looks like this. And now what we're going to do is we are going to take a brown band and we're going to wrap it around twice. Wrap it around our hook twice. We will pull this little extension onto our hook like this, so that it just looks like a little thingy hanging down. And now what we'll do is we will make a slip knot like this. And this is our final hair extension. So now what we'll do is we'll actually just take another doubled over band and we will pull that through our little extension again. And we'll just make another slip knot. Just like this. And now we just have to play with it so that we can get it where we want it. So now to attach our extension, we're going to want to go down through this part of the ponytail like this, and we're going to want to take our extension and pull it through. So then we get something that looks like this. So this is what our finished Meg doll looks like. I used different colors than the last one and I think I like this one better. So I hope you had fun making Meg with me today. I really hope you liked the doll and the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe or share it. I would love you if you shared it. So this is what Meg looks like. Please, if you make one, please post her on Instagram or Facebook. I would love to see. So please subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please ask in the comments. I would love to see your doll, and I hope you have a great day, and thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Goodbye, guys. See you next time.